Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at something a bit puzzling, electric vehicle adoption in Italy.
Yeah,
We've got some notes here from someone watching the scene, and it highlights this weird disconnect.
absolutely. The tech seems superior on paper, but it's just not taking off like you might expect.
Exactly. So our mission today is to kind of unpack that. Why aren't EVs, with all their supposed advantages, more popular in Italy? Let's dig in.
Right. And the notes, they start strong on those advantages.
Yeah.
We're talking potential lifespans of 400, maybe even 500,000 kilometers,
Wow.
which compared to maybe 200,000 for a standard internal combustion engine, it's a huge difference.
That's more than double. And lower maintenance costs, too, the notes say.
That's mentioned prominently, yes. Less to go wrong, cheaper to run day to day. So you'd think slam dunker.
You would. But Italy's lagging behind other European countries, so what gives?
Well, one initial point brought up is this sort of fear of technology, especially, it seems, among the over 50 crowd. Things like automatic transmissions being standard on EVs, maybe some initial worries about charging.
Right, the classic range anxiety and where do I plug it in? But here's an interesting twist from the notes. Italy actually has a surprisingly high number of charging stations. So maybe that initial charging fear isn't the real bottleneck now.
That's a good point. It seems that specific concern might be fading, but the notes pivot to something else, something potentially much bigger.
Which is?
The EV repair infrastructure, or rather the lack of it. This seems to be a major, major barrier, according to our source.
Okay, tell me more. Like not enough garages.
Exactly. Very few specialized workshops, not enough mechanics trained to handle high-voltage systems and EV-specific components. And the notes give a really stark example. Replacing an inverter or a DC-DC converter. In Italy, it could cost, what, 4,000 or 5,000 euros?
Ouch. That's a lot.
But get this, the same repair in China, apparently around 400 euros.
What? That's a tenfold difference.
It is. And it points to a serious lack of, local expertise, specialized tools, maybe even competitive part supply within Italy. That kind of cost uncertainty. It's scary for a buyer.
I'll say, that would make anyone hesitate no matter how good the car is otherwise. But then, the notes also throw in a counterpoint, right? About reliability.
Yes, that's the other side of the coin. EVs are inherently pretty reliable. The notes suggest they break down way less often, like only a third as much as combustion engine cars.
Per third. That's significant.
And they need less routine maintenance. You see this reflected apparently in cities like Rome or Milan, where more and more taxi drivers are switching to EVs.
Ah, okay. That's a good real-world test. Taxis rack up serious mileage if they find them reliable and efficient.
Precisely. It shows the day-to-day advantages are real, but that fear of the big unexpected repair bill looms large because the support network isn't there.
It's like, it's great until something goes wrong and then you're stuck.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. There's even an anecdote in the notes about Italians having to travel to Zagreb, to Croatia, just to get certain EV repairs done properly.
Wow. That really says it all about the gap in local skills, doesn't it?
It really does.
Yeah.
So you have this weird tension. Great daily driving, low running costs, high reliability, but this background anxiety about potentially bankrupting repair costs if the worst happens.
Okay, so wrapping this section up then, the takeaway seems to be EVs have clear plus points, long life, low maintenance, they don't break down much. But this underdeveloped repair system in Italy, that's a huge hurdle. People are worried about those potential massive repair bills.
Exactly. Which, interestingly, the note suggests presents a big opportunity. There's a clear need for skilled EV mechanics.
Right, for younger people maybe, looking for a specialization.
Yeah, the notes actually encourage that, pointing out that Italy has good technical schools. The educational base is there. It just needs focusing on EV tech.
So a final thought for everyone listening. Italy has this amazing history in car mechanics, right? And the schools are there. What steps, could actually be taken to build up that EV repair expertise quickly? Could that unlock faster EV adoption?
It's the key question, really. How do you bridge that gap between the tech's potential and the practical support it needs on the ground?
Definitely something to think about. Well, if you found this deep dive into the factors affecting electric vehicle adoption in Italy interesting, please do consider giving us a like and subscribing to the channel. We'll be back with more explorations of complex topics.